Great move, Thomas Chabot scores!
He bursts over the Panther line, White to the net, shoots, and he scores!
Here's Tkachuk, right in, scores! Balzer's a handoff to Balzer's, going to the net, scores!
Welcome to Sens Talk. My name is Brandon, and I am your host. Before we get started, please follow us on Twitter at SensTalk_ for live updates of the games and, of course, breaking news. As well, please check out our sponsor, SeatGeek.com, or download the app in the App Store and use our promo code SensTalk. You will save $20 off your first purchase. Now, tonight's game is between the Ottawa Senators and the Montreal Canadiens. A nice little rivalry Wednesday night hockey game here. So, going into the game, the Senators retained the same lineup. Anders Nilsson started as well. Some lineup notes now. Jean-Gabriel Pageau, the Habs killer, playing in game number 400 in his NHL career, so congratulations to him. In 20 games versus the Montreal Canadiens, the Habs killer has 9 goals and 4 assists for 13 points in 20 games. While as well, speaking of the Habs, Ron Hainsey, a former Montreal Canadian first-round draft pick, playing his 1,100th NHL game, so congratulations to Ron Hainsey as well. Now, the starting goaltenders for tonight's game was Caden Primeau for the Montreal Canadiens. Primeau, whatever the hell you want to call him. He had a fantastic game. This guy is, I believe, a highly touted goaltending prospect, and it seems the Canadiens, out of nowhere, always have these top goalie prospects, either Ken Dryden, Patrick Roy, Carey Price, of course, Primeau now, and you can take a look at Jose Theodore. You have so many elite goaltenders coming out of Montreal. It's insane. They really know how to draft goalies there. And for the Senators, it is Anders Nilsson, who also had a very good game and kept the Sens in it for the majority of the night because the Canadiens really press at moments. We go to the first period where Ottawa comes out flying in the first 10 minutes. They're outshooting the Canadiens 8-1, but it's the Canadiens who strike first. A nice tip from Nick Cousins for his 4th of the year on a shot from Max Domi on the left boards. A beautiful tip from Cousins. No chance for Nilsson. Blocker side. The Canadiens strike first on the power play. It's 1-0 Shea Weber with the secondary assist. We go to the second period now. And Ottawa trying to get something going. It's a back and forth battle. Couple of power plays for both teams. Many penalties. Nothing goes into the net for Ottawa or Montreal. Nelson's forced to make some big stops. We head to the third period where Ottawa is trying to build some momentum and hopefully make another comeback like the last game against the Canadiens. But this period starts off very shaky for Ottawa. 29 seconds in, the 11th of the year for Tatar bobbles past Nilsson. A shot from the point from Deneau, and it bobbles off Borietzky, Tatar, and then just somehow floats into the back of the net. Nilsson had no chance on this one, on one of the weirdest bounces we've seen all year for Ottawa. The Canadiens take a 2-goal lead now. This one from Deneau, like I said, from the point, and Gallagher with the secondary assist. 29 seconds in, with the Canadiens are up 2-0. It doesn't look like Ottawa has much of a shot to get back into this game. However, Ottawa is coached by DJ Smith, and it's a never say never attitude. The pesky Sens are back with 4:30 into the period. Braychuk, about 4 minutes after that, 2-0 goal for the Canadiens, gets the Senators back in it, and momentum shift ensues after this one. Braychuk gets a nice pass from Tyler Ennis right in front of Primeau. He scores. The Canadiens are up only by 1 now. It's 2-1. Brady's 11th of the year on the power play. That's their 10th power play goal of the year. Yeah, only 10. Ennis and Chabot with the assist on this goal, and the Ottawa Senators cut the lead to 1. It is 2-1. Now we move forward now. The Senators are continuing the buzz. They're continuing to create chances. And finally, Braychuk steals the puck, uses his strength and speed and skill and hockey IQ, gets a big shot on Primeau, and the rebound goes to Connor Brown. He buries it, backhands it for his 4th of the year, 2nd goal in as many games, or 2nd goal in the last 3 games. The Senators tie the game. Never say die. It's 2-2. We go to overtime where the Senators make a colossal mistake. Braychuk and Thomas Chabot had a fantastic game, but not here. Duclair misses a terrible pass from Braychuk. It's a 2-1. Both defenders are back. Chabot and Tkachuk are back. So Tkachuk's on the first shooter, and Chabot's here with Sherratt. And instead of keep staying on Sherratt, he for some reason moves up a little bit, which allows Domi to give it to Sherratt, who's not covered by anyone. Chabot leaves him alone, and Sherratt buries it blocker side past Anders Nilsson on the 2-on-2 attack that should have been stopped defensively. Terrible play by Chabot, and Brady Tkachuk leads to the Canadiens' overtime victory over the Senators. They win it 3-2 in overtime. This game, just a colossal embarrassment at the end by Ottawa. I'm watching the replay right here. So Brady Tkachuk pinches. Chabot just next to Tkachuk, and Sherratt ends the game. Primeau, I believe this is the last name for Primeau, the goaltender. I'm probably butchering this name, but that's his last name. Comment below how to properly announce it, because I have some difficulty with it clearly. Shots to goal. Ottawa, like I said, Ottawa played really well in that first period. 12-11 were shots in favor of the Senators, and they really played well in that first 10-minute block. They outshot them 8-1. But the Canadiens, after getting that power play, and then of course the Nick Cousins goal, really made it even. But we go to the second period. Ottawa dominated that period, but penalties stifled their momentum in the third period. Ottawa, in the latter half of the period, took over, and then in overtime didn't even get a shot. The Canadiens got the lone one, the overtime winner. So the shots total is 37-29. Pardon me. The faceoffs were 36-29 in favor of the Montreal Canadiens. Power plays, Ottawa's power play went 1 for 5. One of those power plays was like a 20-second attempt, so 1 for 4 technically, and the Canadiens also went 1 for 4. Hits were 32-29 in favor of the Senators. Third star of the game from the Ottawa Senators, Brady Tkachuk, 1 goal, 1 assist, 2 penalty minutes, 22 minutes on the ice. Second star with the game-winning goal, Ben Sherratt. And the first star, Kaden Primeau, however you want to say it, his first career National Hockey League win, so congratulations to him. A .946 save percentage, 37 shots against, 35 saves, and holy cow, before we continue with the Sens Star of the night, Anthony Rendon has just signed with the Los Angeles Angels for $245 million for a 7-year deal. If you love baseball, that's a huge deal. Mike Trout finally has a player to play with. Besides that, let's get to, actually, before we get to the Sens Star of the night, one more thing. Ottawa, 70 shot attempts tonight, most of the season so far for Ottawa. In a game, the Canadiens were held to 50, but Ottawa 70 shows how they were, at the beginning, just throwing pucks on net to Kaden Primeau, and as the game went on, they kept on forcing attacks, and it just shows DJ Smith's effort to keep the boys in the game, no matter the score. Now let's get to the Sens Star of the night, voted by you, the fans. The Sens Star of the Night, voted by you, the fans, brought to you by SeatGeek.com. Download the app in the App Store and use our promo code SensTalk to save $20 off your first purchase. Now, the fourth star of the night was 0% of the vote, Thomas Chabot. He had a really good defensive and offensive game tonight. Multiple chances for him. He was really good with the pucks, great skating from end to end. However, I think he got 0% of the vote because on that last play, it was solely because of him that Sherratt was left open to win the game for the Habs. But besides that, the Chabot had a really good game. But the last play sort took a lot of votes away from him, I'd assume. In third place with 3% of the vote, Anthony Duclair does a workhorse tonight. He was all over the ice, like usual, using his speed and hockey IQ to utilize his skill set. Had multiple big chances. Unfortunately, did not get in the score sheet, but another good game for Anthony Duclair. Pardon me. Second star, 38% of the vote, Anders Nilsson, 897 save percentage tonight. However, he was fantastic, making some big stops, especially in that second period for the Senators. Both goals for the Canadiens, that Cousins goal and that Tatar goal, you can watch the replays. He had no chance in either of them. Beautiful tip from Cousins and a weird bouncing puck from off Borietzky and I guess Tatar for that second. So no chance for Nilsson. He had a good game, some big stops. The reason the Senators got the point tonight. The first star was 62% of the vote. Voted by you, the fans. The Sens Star of the night, Brady Tkachuk, is the star of the night. Drawing a point on both goals tonight, getting the first one, creating the second one. Brady Tkachuk was an absolute workhorse tonight, and for obvious reasons was voted the Sens Star of the night. Now, however, just like Chabot, it's understandable why people will be upset at him after that terrible effort by him and Brady Tkachuk to end the game. However, if it wasn't for Brady Tkachuk, the game would never went into overtime because Nilsson was making the stops and Brady Tkachuk was creating the offense. Now, Sens Communications has tweeted this out. Congratulations to Senators defenseman Thomas Chabot, who tallied his 100th career National Hockey League point. So congratulations to him for getting his 100th National Hockey League point. Now, the next game is on December 14th, Saturday, against the Columbus Blue Jackets in Ottawa. That one kicks off at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. I will be working, so the video should probably be coming out around 6-ish, 7-ish that Saturday night. Besides that, the Sens lose 3-2 in overtime. I'll see you Saturday night when the Sens face off against the Columbus Blue Jackets. So I'll see you then. Go Sens, go.